Hello folks and welcome back. On this episode we're going to cover setting up and taking down the Casita RV at a typical campsite. This was something that I had to figure out on my own, so I figured I'd produce a video so that anybody new to RVing will have some kind of guideline to go on what to do when you get to your campsite. First thing you want to do when you get to any campsite is go ahead and stop before you back in. You want to walk the entire campsite. You're going to look to see how level it is, what the surface is. You're going to look to see where the utilities are. You'll see right here, they're all the way at the back up here on the right. It's where water, electric, and sewer is. You're going to look for anything on the ground that's going to puncture your tires. And you're going to look to see how level the campsite is so you know what kind of leveling you need to do on the RV. Now that you've walked your site, unless you are lucky enough to have a pull-through site, go ahead and back into your RV site. If your site happens to be unlevel from side to side and this one's level, you'll have to stop right before your final position and put your links levelers out on whichever sides you need to raise up. Remember, as you're backing up, to not only look around you, but look above you for limbs hanging down. And this is where a backup camera or somebody else helping you back up comes in very beneficial. Once you're in your site, the first thing you're going to do before anything else is you're going to chalk both wheels on the trailer. You can see here I've got both sides chalked, so now I know my trailer's stable and can't roll. Now I'm going to check to see if my trailer is level from left to right. Well, now that you've got your trailer stabilized, go ahead and disconnect it from your tow vehicle, move your tow vehicle. Then lower your trailer down, put all your locks on it, set it up for parking, and then go around and check your levels to make sure that you're level on your trailer forward and back. Now we're going to put the rear stabilizers down on both sides, and then once we get this done, the trailer will be physically secure and we can hook up our utilities. The next items we're going to hook up here is going to be our water and electric. We've got the electric hooked up. You'll see I don't have a surge protector on the outside because I have one built in on the inside, so that's pretty easy. The water we've got hooked up here, we've got our regulator with good pressure. We've got our filter on just below that, and then our hose goes over to the trailer. And then on the trailer we have the 90-degree elbow that we use on the trailer, so our water line goes down instead of sticking straight out. The next thing we'll do after this is going to be our sewer lines. And now that we're going to do our sewer, I put gloves, my disposable gloves, on both hands, and we'll go ahead and hook our sewer hose up. It just twists on to the trailer end up here, then you stretch your hose out, and my connector actually screws in to the drain here, but if you have one that just sits down in it, make sure you put a weight on that. And then the last thing you're going to do is put your hose up on your sewer hose support so it drains in a straight line. And the last things to do here is turn your heat or air conditioner on depending on what you need. Turn your water heater on so it starts heating up. Put out your signs and your lights and your chairs, and now you're ready to camp and enjoy your time at the campground. Alright, well, we've had our fun here for a couple of days and now it's time to go. So the first thing I'm going to do here is drain my black tank. And just pull the black valve open and let it drain, and just hang tight till it's finished. Once your black tank's drained, go ahead and shut that valve and open your grave tank, which is the gray valve. And you're going to do it in this order because your gray water, which is your showers and sink, will help wash out your hose from where you just emptied your black tank. And here again, you're just going to stand by and wait on it to drain. While I'm at it, I'll go ahead and shut the water off here to the actual trailer so that we can get ready to unhook it. Alright, go ahead and put a set of gloves on here while I'm waiting. And yeah, we're finished draining, so I'll go ahead and shut my gray valve here, and we'll go ahead and unhook the hoses. Alright, once we disconnect our hose here, I'm going to take the end piece that goes down in the sewer, put it in a plastic bag, and tie it up in there for storage until I get home, and then I'll bleach it and clean it up once I get home. You can see the hose has been pushed into the back here. I'll go ahead and into the hose carrier. I'll put the cover on it, put the latch on it. And then once I've got that done, I'll go ahead and pick up the hose support and put it up. And you'll see as we go up here to pick the hose support up that I've also put the cap on the trailer so that I can't get any leakage out of the trailer as I'm driving down the road. Now that we've got our sewer hose and all of its components put up, we're going to wash our hands. They're going to unhook our water and electric. We're going to roll our water and electric up on their reels. We're going to put the caps in the end of our regulator and our water filter here. And then we're going to store everything in our front cabinet up here so that we're ready to travel. Now that all our utilities are disconnected, we're going to raise the 2 rear jacks on the back of the RV and get ready to hook the RV up to the Jeep. If the trailer's on a hill where it's possible for it to roll back from me, I will hook the safety chain up, one of them at least, so that I can catch the trailer when I start moving it if it happens to roll back. Now we just back the Jeep up under the ball here. We'll lower it down onto it and we'll close the latch and put our padlock on it so it can't come off. Once we have the trailer hooked to the Jeep, we'll put the front part of the Anderson hitch on. We'll put it in, put the pin through, put the locking pin in. Once that's in, we'll start tightening up the chains. We'll do the chain on the driver's side first. And once it's tight to where it's supposed to be, we'll come around to the passenger side and we'll tighten it to where it's supposed to be. Once the chain's tight here, we'll go ahead and hook up our breakaway switch for our brakes in case the trailer comes loose. And the last thing we'll do is take it off the front stand and then take out our chocks underneath the rear wheels. Now that the trailer's all hooked up on the outside, we'll go inside, we'll make sure the bathroom vent's closed, we'll shut the door to it. We'll go ahead and make sure the stove is off. Next thing we're going to do is make sure that our ceiling fan, our max fan, is turned off. You can see it closing here. We're going to turn around and we're going to check and make sure our refrigerator door is closed, make sure it's on propane and operating. Then we're going to turn around and make sure that our hot water heater is off. Then we're going to check every latch inside the RV. You'll see me turn around and look at all of them. And now our trailer is ready to travel. Well, that concludes our basic campground setup and takedown, and we hope that answers your questions. If you're new to RVing, welcome to the family. If you're not and you have any questions, be sure to go ahead and drop us a line and we'll try to answer your questions for you. With that being said, thanks for watching and we appreciate your support. If you're interested, all of this was filmed at Tanglewood County Park in Clemens, North Carolina.